Hello, Bucs fans. Welcome back to Real Bucs Talk. In today's video, we're going to talk about Mo Kamara from the Miami Dolphins. He was a fifth-round pick for them in 2024. He is now with the Buccaneers. He signed on to their practice squad, and he's an edge rusher that maybe just needed a change of scenery. He was definitely a prospect that a lot of like draft nicks and other insiders for the draft talked about a lot coming out of Colorado State, and he did. He had very good production. A bunch of numbers, bunch of sacks. So you see him here on the screen. We're going to go over his run defense first, and then get into some of the pass rush ability. But again, smaller in nature. Only 6'1". He's about 250 pounds. And as you see the play run here, again, he just good understanding with the run game. Again, he understands what's going on, knows how to get east and west, and again, just reads the play, doesn't try to over pursuit, comes in and helps on the tackle. So with Kamara, again, he is kind of very similar in that mold of David Walker, the Buccaneers' fourth-round pick this year. Here in the run, you're going to see him here come again from the left side here on the screen, and he's going to crash down here. And I like how he's physical in the point of attack right there. He makes contact, he gets underneath the offensive lineman, and he's able to rip up that play and then get in on the tackle of the running back for a 1 yard gain. So versus the run, I think he's understanding and he knows where to be. Same thing here. Again, he does a good job of crashing down and coming in and picking up the pulling blocker here against the Bucs. Does a good job of getting underneath the offensive lineman, turns Elijah Klein around there. But Bucky Irving is just too fast. He's unable to make the tackle, but he's in position to make a play there. Just couldn't catch Bucky, which happened a lot last year. Not many people could catch Bucky Irving, as he's going to get a nice run there. Here again, maintaining the edge support. As you see it here, he's going to get outside leverage and make sure that he contains and forces Joe Mixon back into his defense here. So he does a good job there. You see it again, containing, not allowing anything. Good play by the defender who came up and make the tackle for loss. So good stuff there by Mo Kamara. And again, as we move on, here is some of his pass rush ability as we get into the pass rush game. I think he's got good quickness and good finesse, but he's just got to work on developing counters. He gets inside and underneath the offensive lineman here. He's able to get the sack here on Driscoll. You want to see like some counters here, trying to get off of 73. Again, could push here into the tackle, but you want to see something where he can either, get around and do something different. And it just doesn't work. Unfortunately, he falls, loses balance, and the tackle wins there. So those are things he's just got to work on and get better. Like same thing here, like he's trying to get underneath, trying to bend the edge. And again, he's forcing his way, but there's just no other move. Like it's just not connected. His ankles and his arms, again, shorter arms, 32-inch arms, and you want to see that burst, show, because he had he ran a 4.5 in the 40. You want to see that show up on tape, and unfortunately it doesn't consistently. Again, he's trying here, and the tackle's got a good firm of him. You want to see him find a way to get these arms off of him and shed this block. He just can't do it, and he ends up falling down. Tackle throws him over. Again, just hasn't really shown, on tape at the NFL level. Like, again, this is preseason reps here from last year, but again, like he's trying, you see the move here, trying to get underneath that shoulder, but he's already getting pushed out. Again, look how linear he is to the quarterback. He's facing this way where he needs to be turning this way instead, and he's just not. So there's got to be an adjustment there for him to really show ability to get around the edge, and he's just not showing it right now as far as being, quick off the edge. That is something you want to see him find a way to develop some moves to get, to get through. Like here, he's trying to set up the inside move. Again, he's just not doing anything to get by the offensive lineman. Like he's getting pushed up into the air. Again, there's got to be some type of counter here to get off this block and be a little bit better as far as his pass rush plan. I think that's the biggest thing for him is finding a plan that works. And you can see even here, like this is a good example. 44 over here is Chop Robinson, their first round pick from last year. And just look how more efficient he is with his pressure. He's able to use his hands, get underneath the tackle, and look at his bend, and he's getting onto the quarterback. He's affecting it. Instead, you look at Kamara, he's more of just a hand fighter, and he is just getting caught up in quicksand instead of finding a way to get off of those blocks, get underneath it, and create pressure there. And it just didn't work out. He does a good job of like trying to set up the tackle. Like even here with the head fake, does a good job of getting the tackle leaning one way and then gets into his chest and you see the drive. Like, but right here, when he's committed and locks on, you want to see him find a way to get out of that and get under, move and try to affect the quarterback. And he does there. He gets a hand on him, but you want to see better result. Even here, again, showing good ability to condense the pocket, but you want to see something else where he gets underneath this tackle and find a way to disengage off the block. He gets caught up too much instead of getting off the offensive lineman instead and finding a way to get around guys. Instead, he tries to go through people, probably a little bit too much in my opinion. Um, but we'll see. I mean, again, maybe he can add some depth down, down the road. But right now he's just a guy that hopefully can get developed and build a pass rush plan and more of an arsenal to his repertoire. Because right now it's just kind of one move and that's pretty much it. And even here, like he's right there in the grass, like he's trying to get off of Olu there, the left tackle for the Jets, who's really good. Again, he's in arm length, but he can't disengage, and that's the problem. Be sure to hit that like button. Comment down below your thoughts of Mo Kamara. The Buccaneers added him to the practice squad. What do you think? Is he someone that the Buccaneers maybe see down the road, and hopefully can develop him and maybe David Walker get into the rotation next year? But let us know what you guys think. Hope you enjoyed this video. And with that said, until the next one.